Lesson 27. Sound. Let's begin by looking at the difference between sound and noise. Sometimes the words are interchangeable, but not always. A sound can be pleasant, neutral, or unpleasant, but noise is always either neutral or unpleasant. I woke up to the lovely sound of my wife playing the piano. Pleasant. I could hear the soft sound of their voices in other room. Neutral. The fighting cats made horrible street screeching sounds. Unpleasant. I can't hear you. There's a lot of background noise. Could you call me back? Neutral. My car is making an annoying buzzing noise whenever I turn on the AC. Unpleasant. If a noise or sound is very strong, we can describe it as a loud sound or noise. And if it's really intense, then we can describe it as a deafening sound or noise. On the other hand, if we can barely hear it, then it is a faint or soft sound or noise. There's also a muffled sound, where it seems that something is blocking the sound. Noise that doesn't stop is called constant or incessant noise. You'll hear this type of noise if your house is close to the highway. For example, you'll hear the roar of traffic day and night. If you work in a factory, then you might hear the hum of machinery all day long. And if you live next door to college students, you'll repeatedly hear music blaring at a party every night. Nature is full of noises too, such as birds chirping and dog barking. If you sit near the ocean, you can listen to the waves crashing. When you are in a remote desert area, you might hear the wind whistling through the trees. And if there is a storm, you'll hear the rumble of thunder or be scared by a sudden thunderclap. Now let's talk about the absence of sound. There's a difference between the word quiet and silent. Quiet means that there's very little noise, whereas silent means there's no noise at all. You can emphasize the totality of silence by saying that it's absolutely, completely, or perfectly silent. When it begins to be silent, you can say that silence is descended or failed. And then when a noise interrupts the silence, it breaks or shatters the silence. It's also common to use collocations to give an emotional tone to the quiet or silence. The kids were utterly, strangely, uncharacteristically quiet. The fact that dusk is quiet is unusual, not normal. His joke about sex was followed by an awkward, uncomfortable silence. The silence is due to embarrassment. After yelling at her brother, she lapsed into a stunned, sullen silence. The silence is due to anger. There was a shocked, stunned silence after the resident announced his resignation. The silence is due to extreme surprise. The city becomes ominously, eerily quiet after midnight. The quiet is frightening and possibly dangerous.